She was once a rising star in the Republican Party, tipped to be a vice presidential candidate.
Then, she became a political outcast for shooting her own dog. But in a twist no one saw coming, Kristi Noem returned to power as the Secretary of Homeland Security under Donald Trump's second administration.
From South Dakota to the center of a national immigration storm, this is the story of Kristi Noem. Born in 1971 in Watertown, South Dakota, Noem's life was defined by early tragedy. She dropped out of college to run the family farm after her father passed away. This experience shaped her tough-as-nails persona. She entered politics in 2006, quickly moving from the State House to the U.S. Congress. A fiscal conservative, she fought to repeal Obamacare and lower taxes. By 2018, she returned home to become the first female governor of South Dakota. Noem gained national fame during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unlike most governors, she refused to enforce lockdowns or mask mandates, famously keeping the state open for the massive Sturgis motorcycle rally. To conservatives, she was a hero of freedom. To critics, reckless. She also leaned hard into the culture wars, signing bills to ban vaccine passports and attempting to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. By 2021, she was polling second only to Trump and DeSantis for the 2024 nomination. She seemed unstoppable. But in politics, survival is everything. After Trump's re-election, he appointed Noem as the 8th Secretary of Homeland Security in November 2024. Her start was rocky. She was famously late to her own swearing-in ceremony in January 2025, forcing Vice President J.D. Vance to leave due to his schedule. She eventually took the oath with Justice Clarence Thomas. But once in office, she wasted no time. Noem fired the acting ICE director for low deportation numbers within a month. She halted green card processing for refugees, and even revoked Harvard University's ability to accept international students, a shocking move that left thousands in legal limbo. On the flip side, she implemented a populist policy allowing travelers to keep their shoes on at TSA checkpoints, a move widely cheered by the public, even as she expanded social media background checks for immigrants. However, her tenure as Secretary of Homeland Security has been consistently marred by severe controversy, challenging her image and leadership from the outset. In late 2025, a critical decision sparked national outrage: the deportation of Park Se-jun, a decorated U.S. military veteran who had served honorably in Panama. Despite widespread pleas, Secretary Noem refused to back down. Tensions boiled over dramatically in January 2026. A woman protesting ICE crackdowns in Minnesota was shot and killed by an agent. Secretary Noem staunchly defended the agents, asserting self-defense against what she termed threatening driving. This tragic incident, coupled with the prior death of Alex Preddy while in ICE custody, fueled immense public outcry and led directly to calls for Secretary Noem's impeachment from Democratic lawmakers. Beyond policy, her public image took a significant beating in popular culture. Rumors about extensive cosmetic surgery began circulating widely, drawing relentless media scrutiny and becoming a subject of public mockery. Adding fuel to this already intense fire were reports of her department allocating nearly $200 million for new private jets, a move widely criticized as luxury spending amidst escalating humanitarian and border crises. Her public image, already fractured by policy decisions and past controversies, took an even more brutal beating in the arena of pop culture. The animated giant, South Park, known for its scathing political commentary, didn't hold back. In its 27th season, a figure clearly referencing Noem became an unmistakable target. The satire was pointed, depicting her as a trigger-happy character, a clear jab at her infamous dog shooting admission, and mercilessly lampooning persistent rumors of heavy plastic surgery with visual exaggerations. This pop culture phenomenon amplified criticisms, imprinting a highly negative, almost grotesque caricature into the minds of millions, further solidifying her controversial image. But satire was only part of the story. More tangible accusations of extravagance soon emerged, shifting focus to her department's spending. Reports surfaced alleging Noem's Department of Homeland Security spent nearly $200 million on new private jets, a massive expenditure coming amidst unprecedented humanitarian crises at the border. Critics immediately labeled this luxury spending a blatant misuse of taxpayer money, questioning her priorities and compassion, while families languished and resources were stretched thin.
The push for impeachment gained significant momentum, citing alleged abuses of power. Democrats point to the expedited deportation of veterans like Park Se-jun.
They also highlight the unprecedented revocation of Harvard's international student visa privileges and the tragic deaths in ICE custody as evidence of systemic overreach. Noem's policies have ignited a nationwide outcry. Civil rights organizations warn of a chilling effect on immigrant communities, citing increased fear and distrust among vulnerable populations.
Advocacy groups are challenging her directives in court, filing numerous lawsuits against DHS. The legal battles are creating a complex web of injunctions and appeals.
Yet, Secretary Noem remains defiant. She consistently defends her actions, framing them as essential measures for national security and the rule of law, echoing the administration's tough stance.
For her conservative base, she's a strong leader, unafraid to make difficult decisions to protect the homeland, regardless of political backlash. This division entrenches the political polarization. From a South Dakota ranch defined by resilience and political ambition, Kristi Noem defied expectations. Her journey, marked by both triumph and deeply divisive controversy, brought her to the very center of American power. Now, as the Secretary of Homeland Security, she faces unprecedented challenges and intense scrutiny. The policies she champions, born from a hardened conservative ideology, have undeniably reshaped America's approach to its borders and its people.
But the path she's forged is paved with both staunch loyalty and vocal opposition, with calls for impeachment echoing and the nation grappling with profound humanitarian questions. The enduring debate over Kristi Noem continues.
Is she a strong leader defending national security at all costs? Or has her uncompromising vision pushed the boundaries of law and morality too far?
We want to hear your perspective. What do you think of Secretary Noem's policies and her impact on the country? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below.
If you found this analysis insightful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth political documentaries.